Hello and welcome to every pony out there. My name is Silverwings, and today I'm asking a question that a lot of us have wondered ever since that final scene of Season 5 faded out. What is Season 6 going to show us? In my last video, I discussed how Season 5 felt like an ending to the show. I still feel that way, but I didn't mean that there was nothing left to tell. There's a lot of story left in Equestria if Hasbro has the stones to tell it. I just wondered how long it should go before bowing out of the spotlight. But that was then, and like Pinkie Pie, I am looking for the best in everything, and that's why I'm here today. Let's take a look back at the previous seasons to give you an idea what I'm working with. Spoiler, it's not a full deck. Since the first episode, each season has had some kind of overarching theme, a continuing story that helped drive it to its eventual conclusion. Season 1 was all about introduction and getting us familiar with the world. There was also the continuing story of the Grand Galloping Gala, with 3 episodes focused on something for that night. Season 2 focused on expanding the world already created. We got our first glimpse at a true threat to Equestria and Discord. Let's be honest, Nightmare Moon's only accomplishment was being annoying to Celestia, and the introduction of the Changelings and Queen Chrysalis. The show moved away from predictable letters from Twilight detailing what happened in the episode and let the other main 6 get their hoof at corresponding with royalty. We got a few new characters in Princess Luna and the Baby Cakes, and even got to see Spike among his own kind. Season 3... well, I think we can all agree Season 3 was designed to get them over the syndication hump, but there was a bit of continuity with the journal seen at the end of the Crystal Empire and the one sent to Twilight in Magical Mystery Cure. Season 4 thankfully redeemed the show and let us speculate as to what was in the chest at the Tree of Harmony. We also got to wonder what those rainbow flashes meant. Ultimately, it was Twilight's journey to discover her role as a princess of Equestria that drove the narrative forward. Season 5 focused on cutie marks, their importance, a little bit of their lore, and tied up a few loose ends that had been dangling since Season 1. So what should we look forward to in Season 6? My personal preference would be alicorns.
Let's get 'em!
Before you start stringing me up next to your effigy of M.A. Larson, hear me out. One of the most requested ideas for an episode that I've seen focuses on Celestia. As far as the show goes, we've learned next to nothing about alicorns except that they live for a really long time and do not necessarily have to be born an alicorn. In addition, we could also get some history on the 2 royal sisters. If the journal written by Amy Keating Rogers is in any way canon, we could see them both in their rise to power and how they learned to raise the sun and moon. Personally, I'd like to see Luna's fall explored a bit more. We saw the moment she transformed into Nightmare Moon, but what about the events leading up to it? How long did Luna's resentment fester before it all became too much? That would make for an intriguing story. There are other things to look forward to as well. Last season we saw the Cutie Mark Crusaders get their cutie marks after years of anticipation. Where might we see them go from here? I'll tell you what I would like to see addressed, if not solved with a happily ever after. Scootaloo. This little filly is a mystery to us. We don't see her family the way we see Sweetie Belle and Apple Blooms. Does she have parents, or are we going to get some kind of reveal on par with the Apple parents' fate? Her wings are another part of her character I'd like to see expanded on. Showcasing a character with a disability is not a bad thing, let me get that out there. Her wings have been a sore spot for her before, but she managed to overcome it. Good for her. However, her fondest dream is to be able to fly with her hero, her adopted big sister, Rainbow Dash. In every instance where it's been plausible, we've seen Scootaloo able to fly, which tells me that while she may be content, she still hopes for the chance one day to soar through the clouds like her Pegasi brethren. Last season the writers took a chance and gave us an entire episode focused on background ponies, with only 2 of the main 6 getting a speaking line at the end. I don't want to see another one like this, but I think this could be something explored. There are any number of characters we could get a little more insight into, giving the frontline characters a break. How about returning to Griffinstone and seeing what Guild has been up to? And what about Trixie?
What about Raven?
We last saw her in Season 3, and it seemed like she had reformed, Equestria girls notwithstanding. What's she been up to since she ran off? Might she come across another reformed unicorn and the 2 share stories? It's anyone's guess. I also hope that the writers are going to choose this season to reveal Shining Armor and Cadence's foal and... holy crap! That's a major reveal! We already have our first look at the new baby and...
Hold it!
This brat gets wings bigger than her body and Scootaloo has to deal with her stubby little ones? Alicorn privilege! Okay, I'm not that bitter. Still think Scoots should get a little more love next season. Still, new baby means possibly kidnapping storyline, and who doesn't love those? There are any number of things the writers could expand upon, if given free reign and the time to do so. Are we ever going to see an immediate family member of either Rainbow Dash or Fluttershy? Seems like Pegasus ponies get the shaft more often than the rest.
That's racist, man.
Seriously, I want a little insight into the family structure of winged equines. Are they weather ponies, or, like my eventual fanfic speculates, release date at some point before the end of time, might a family member's occupation or notoriety overshadow our heroines? Imagine if Rainbow Dash had a brother or sister that was a member of an elite flying group. We've established the Wonderbolts are the best in Equestria, but what about outside the country? Is Rainbow Dash pushing herself not to become the best in the land, but to live up to a family legacy? Something to think about. We could sit here speculating for hours, days probably, about what's coming up in Season 6. We have some strong clues and even some confirmed rumors, but there are 26 episodes to get through, and I intend to be there and enjoy every single one of them. Thank you for watching. My name is Silverwings, and keep flying high, Pegasi.
Dark